What's up, everyone? It's PSGINT here with your favorite guest, PSG HUB, and we will talk transfers, Zidane, Pogba, everyone. So let's get straight into this. Allez, Paris.
Hi.
L'expérience de Thiago Motta, on a tous été stupéfaits par les nouveaux records de l'Ibra et chantons. Allez Paris, allez Paris, allez Paris.
PSG HUB, welcome back. Second time here on the channel. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you. What about you? It's a pleasure to be here again.
Pleasure to have you here. I'm good as always, and what a better way to start than talk about Zinedine Zidane? Because in the past week, I think 3 days ago, they came out a lot of news about Zidane being pretty much very close to agreeing a deal with PSG. What do you know about the latest? Because right now I haven't seen that many news about it.
Exactly. There hasn't many news like in recent in last 2 days, but I did a little roundup, on Twitter like three days ago because
Yeah, I saw.
many different medias said different things. So Saber and RMC Sports said an agreement was near, and even like a radio media like in France, Europe One, said the same thing. But like
Yeah.
2 hours after RMC said the PSG denied this news to the media, and after that France Bleu Paris, so another reliable media, said no agreement. So it really was three reliable medias said three different things. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think for now.
What's crazier, the Mbappe saga or the Zidane saga?
Mbappe, clearly Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Yes, it lasts like more than a year. So
Yeah.
Zidane it has been in the news for like a few months, even if we talk about him before. But really,
Yeah.
it's a saga since only like few weeks.
What do you think is the only thing, like, if any manager got what Zidane has gotten from PSG, everyone would accept it. Why is Zidane not accepting it? Is the only thing in between, is it the France job?
I think it's the French job. Yes, I think he really wants the national team, but I don't think on the other side that he's like really sure to get it after the World Cup. So I think he's really maybe pending his decision. Like, yes, PSG projects is unbelievable. I will have everything. I will have incredible wages. I will have the keys. But on the other
Yeah.
side, I really want to manage the national team, and it could be mine in few months.
True. Didn't Deschamps say something about that he would manage this World Cup and then it's over?
His contract, I think, runs out after the World Cup, so that's why it's not
Okay.
sure that he will stay or that he will leave. But what a lot of people know in France is that the president of the French Federation, he really
Yeah.
loves Deschamps. So maybe we'll give him a contract extension, and Deschamps wouldn't say no, I think, if he's given the extension. So that's why I
Yeah.
think Zidane is really pending, like really weighing the pros and cons.
Yeah. The thing is, the France job, I mean, he can get that France job anytime in the future. I mean, he's extremely loved in all of France, when especially when he was a player, winning them the World Cup, reaching another final, winning the Euros with them. But I mean, managing Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, Messi's soon gonna retire.
True, yes.
I would say,
So
yeah, I really don't know
I
why
don't know too.
he's.
Like, yes, it would be an incredible opportunity for him. Like, he managed Ronaldo, he managed incredible stars already. So
Yeah,
adding Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi on his, yes, it would be an incredible opportunity. But I think he really, really wants to be coach of the national team. And
yeah,
he has links with Marseille, so maybe he's really not sure about the reactions. But I don't think he cares. Like, he never played for Marseille, he never coached Marseille, so
yeah.
It's not like
Yeah,
a player doing Marseille and being transferred to Paris, you know.
yeah. I mean, Laurent Blanc, our previous manager, he played at Marseille before,
Exactly,
and he became our manager. So I don't like most people that bring up the Marseille stuff with Zidane. It's Real Madrid fans. They
exactly, yes,
bring up 4-year-old quotes when he said stuff about Marseille and not coaching PSG. That was a long time ago
exactly.
and
So
has no
and
context.
true, and I remember like I think it was like 5 years ago. Zidane was on with Canal Plus doing an interview, and he said, "I never closed any door as a coach."
Yeah,
So so it's still a possibility, yes.
yeah. Um, I remember I saw one report, the one that I told you about, and someone else sent me another part of that report, and it said that in the supposed PSG contract that Zidane will get, it is said that in the end he can go to France. I don't know how it goes, but that there is a
I
clause with the French job, and
yes,
that sounds logical as well.
but I I don't know if it's the same report, but I read another one that said like he could do both, you know, at the same time. Like he could coach PSG, and when it's international
Or
break, he could go and
international
coach
break.
France. Like I don't know how he could do both jobs at the same time because even if we don't have like a international match like every week, like we all know that, but I don't see him doing both, and I don't understand how this is possible to write a paper about this. Like how can PSG can agree
Yeah,
this kind of clause, you know?
I know that's the thing. I think the media is guessing a lot and just hoping
Exactly.
it's true at the end of the day. One
They
other
are
funny
like
thing with Real Madrid.
yes,
Yeah, yeah, continue.
they are like throwing a coin, you know, like heads and tails.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Is this true? Is this false? But one other funny thing with Real Madrid fans is they think that this is stalling and taking so much time because of his love for Real Madrid. I don't know. I don't really know.
I think Zidane really loves Madrid. Like he played for them, he won titles with them, he managed them, he won three League UCL, you know. But
Yeah,
like he said a few years ago, he don't close any doors. He could, if he could manage maybe like a PSG and the French job wasn't available, I think he would be already there, you know.
yeah. You know what? That for me, what I want to do more, I'm just gonna wait until an announcement comes out, either he joins or not. I just want it as soon as possible because if it's not Zidane, who is it then? Because I saw you tweet something about Campos one, it will be Galtier
Yes.
99%. Who was it
So
that said
yes,
that?
yes, this journal like I think he's called Omar. He's very close to PSG in general. You know, like the people. He's pretty reliable. He said that it seems like Luis Campos as well because you know Luis Campos wants Galtier because they work
Yeah.
each other at Lille.
Mm.
So they are really
Oh,
close
yeah, yeah.
and they will all agree in the same thing. You know, like if Campos wants this player, if Galtier wants this player, if Galtier wants to play like a 3-4-3, or if Campos want to play like that, they will find common ground. They really like each other and they already work together. So yes, the report was that Campos is very close to win this case, like finding his manager and making him the PSG manager.
But do you think that there's an actual battle between Campos and like the upper staff of PSG, them wanting Zidane, him wanting Campos? Or is the
I don't.
media overreacting?
I think medias are a little bit overreacting. Yes, I don't think there is like a war, but I think it's true that they don't really want the same thing. Like we know Qatar loves like really like to be like Zidane or Guardiola or Xavi to be the coach. You know, like they dream a big name. But on
Yeah,
the other hand, I think yes, Campos would like to put his man, like his choice. I don't think so. I don't think there is a fight, but I don't think they agree. I don't think they
yeah.
are on the same path. So it's a bit dangerous. I think like Campos just joined, so difficult, really difficult to say.
What do you think about? I mean, if we don't get Galtier, Zidane, and we get Galtier, how is that? How good is that of an appointment?
Mm, I understand the people saying like it's a risky move. Galtier has no UCL experience. Okay, he won Ligue 1 with Lille. He's a great. He has great leadership. Like he has the balls, if I can say that. He's not. He won't stay
Yeah, yeah.
on his bench, his arms crossed. Like Pochettino in a lot of games.
Pochettino.
Um, and and we know that Galtier is really keen. And he loves players like Neymar, Mbappe, and everything. In every game he was against us. He was great in Neymar, talking with him and talking with Mbappe on the sidelines. So
Yeah,
and he defends us even in press conference. So I think it will be the experience of his life. So I
yeah,
don't think it will be a bad appointment, even if it's not the best, of course.
yeah. I mean, I see a lot of people putting disrespecting and hating on Galtier, saying he's unexperienced, saying all of this, but I don't really agree with that. In the beginning, when we knew that Pochettino was going to go, I said, out of all the managers we can get, I wanted Galtier the most. I didn't want Zidane. It was mostly. It was also affected by I accepted that Mbappe would leave and that PSG would be in a sort of rebuild. But I
Yes,
think that Galtier fits this perfectly. First of all, he's French. Second of
yes,
all, he knows Ligue 1 so good, so
true.
good. I remember Saint Etienne. He made them play good football. As soon as he left, now look at them. They got relegated. Lille,
Yes.
they were close to relegation before he got there. He came there and won the league. He won the
The year
league.
after, like 1 year after, yes, it's crazy.
Yeah, and now he went to Nice, and I know they battled it in the last like games, but he was close to a Champions League spot, and he
True.
he has made so many players better. Dolberg,
And
Turam.
he knocked us out in the cup
Mm.
this year.
But then he lost the final.
Exactly. That's a bit of a shame.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but
like you said, they were very good in the first half of the season. But
yeah,
they a bit bottled it in the last weeks. Yes.
yeah. We played around 25 to 28 teams this season, and the only team we couldn't beat was Nice. We beat
True.
Real Madrid, we beat Manchester City, but Nice, we 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 lost once. Once we drew, then lost on penalties, and then one we drew. And that just
True.
shows that Galtier, he's a very good manager, a very good
True.
tactician, knows how to set up. And some people say, "Oh, he plays this boring football," but they mostly watch Galtier a lot against big sides, against Paris Saint-Germain. And of course, he's not gonna play an attacking 4-3-3 against PSG. He will play a more
Yes.
defensive, conservative, and go on counterattacks because that's the best way to beat PSG.
I agree. And I think
But then, yeah,
like for Galtier, he will have to adapt a bit,
yeah,
if he joins PSG because like you said in Lille or Nice, he had the players to be like to build a counter-attacking style of football. And even if we would be very good at counter-attacking, we won't play like that. Like we are a possession-based team. We
yeah,
have Verratti, Paredes, or good passer like Kimpembe or Marquinhos at the back. So you can't base your tactics on counter-attacking with PSG. So he would have to adapt a bit his tactics,
yeah,
but with the backing of Campos and if we agree on some players, they can definitely help him to change his tactic style, and with the staff behind him, so he will be like really well surrendered.
Yeah. No, exactly. I agree totally on that point that he will adapt to the players he has. As you said, he has
True.
Verratti, and especially in attack, he will look at that lineup and see Neymar and Messi and say, you know what, I'm gonna make them the anchors, the creators of this team, and Mbappe will just finish off everything.
That
Like
would be
he
great.
really knows football. He knows football. And I think that he totally deserves this PSG job because he has worked his ass up in Ligue 1, Saint-Etienne to Lille to Nice. He wants
True.
now the number one job, which is PSG. And the thing I love about Galtier, people say, oh, he's unexperienced. He isn't unexperienced. He's just unexperienced in the Champions League. But he
True. True.
knows football. He has managed different teams in different places in France and still managed to make them a really good side. So that's why, and he will come with hunger to PSG. He will want to win that Champions League. Whilst when we brought in Unai Emery and Zidane now and so on, these managers have already won stuff before. So they aren't as hungry and motivated as Galtier would be.
Yes, it's it's experience of his life if he joins. It's his dream jobs, I think I would say, even if he didn't say it himself. But after doing, like you said, Saint Etienne, Lille, Nice, his chance.
Yeah. And one thing he has over Zidane is he works with young players. That's one thing that we PSG fans want to see. We want to see our academy flourish into the first team, which Zidane won't do, but Galtier would. And he loves like French young players. So look at our
Yes,
academy, everyone there.
yes, exactly. That's how he loves to work. So it would be great to see him build and the young players to grow and integrate the first team.
Who do you still would you still choose Zidane over Galtier?
Mm, for his pedigree, yes. For UCL pedigree, yes. But for
But the thing
everything
is,
else, I would choose Galtier.
yeah, but the thing is, this unexperienced and stuff. Every manager has had unexperience once in their lifetime in the Champions League. When Real Madrid sacked Rafa Benitez and got in Zidane, he was unexperienced. He hadn't
Exactly, yes.
managed a single professional game. He had just managed the Castilla team.
True. But he was learning from big guys like Ancelotti and everything,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all the
yeah.
staff behind him. So Zidane has I think it was 3 years in the staff, and then coaching Castilla. So he was really in the club like for a long time before taking the first team.
Yeah, yeah. No,
It's
I
like
want to
it's
show it.
like uh, it's like a Guardiola, with Barca,
Yeah, yeah,
more than 10 years ago. He was a player, he was in the staff, and then he take on the first team and he won the two Champions League in 3 years.
yeah. But I'm saying that PSG, this is maybe the time to take it. It's not even a risk. It's maybe a risk for this season. But I know that Galtier will ball. And especially as you said, the relationship that he has with Campos, that's
Yes,
what that's what we need. We need a sporting because we saw Leonardo and Tuchel.
true.
When the sporting director and the manager does can't coexist, it's not good for the club. But Luis Campos and Galtier, as you said, they have already previously worked at Lille. That would
And
be
we have a great relationship. Yes,
yeah.
it's
Some
like
other manager,
uh, mm, of a name, like I would say Thiago Motta maybe. I know that he will leave Venezia very soon,
yeah,
like so many people reported. But other name, I would like Ruben Amorim from Sporting.
yeah,
It would be an exciting appointment. Like he's really young. It's a bit like Tuchel was in 2019.
yeah,
So, but he has a very high release clause, like 25 million, I think. So I don't think It's a possibility right now.
And the one from River Plate?
Yes, Gallardo. From Argentina, they say like he will stay at least until December. Like the season end in December with the Copa Libertadores.
Okay. All right. So give me a percentage. Zidane to PSG.
60, 70, I think.
So it's more yes than
For
no.
us, I think it's more yes. I think he's really like weighing the pros and cons, like I said previously, and before making his decisive choice, because the club wouldn't be pushing and pushing if there wasn't a possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much very close to what
Yes,
happened to
few
Mbappe,
days.
just smaller. It just
Yes, exactly.
continues, and until Zidane is and Galtier percentage.
If we can't do Zidane, I think it's 90%. If they can do Zidane, they will say Campos, okay, get the man you want.
Yeah.
So
The only thing I saw with Galtier is that the Nice owner or something, he said that if you want Galtier, you have to come soon because they want to
yes,
start their preseason and everything with a new manager.
their preseason start before us. It's like 27th of June, I think.
Oh,
So yes, if you want to get Galtier, it would be in coming days.
okay. All right, let's move to players. We start with the most likely one, which is Milan Skriniar.
Yes,
Has
really hot.
PSG made a 60 million bid?
I heard like it was a day ago or 2 days ago, they offered 50 millions,
Yeah.
and Inter Milan said no. But they have to sell, to be in the green in the financial year. They always have to sell, every summer Inter Milan have to sell a good player to after that, make their market. So if they want Lukaku, if they want Dybala, Bremer from Torino, they have to sell Skriniar. So I think it will be done in the coming days. It's like Hakimi last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly the same type of saga.
Yeah, but I read today something about 60 million bid. I don't know why we are going up. They are in a desperate situation. We should say, listen, 50 mil, and then we go away. And then they come to us and say, all right, we'll accept it. So why are
It's
PSG
exactly
still
like
going up and up to what Inter want? They want 70 million.
I read they wanted 80 millions, but
80.
to be honest, I would put that on the table. I'm surprised that no English clubs is making a bid. Even last summer when he had already like 2 years left on his contract, clubs like United, City, or Chelsea, Arsenal, they should be all around him.
Yeah.
And there is no noise for now. It's like we are alone on this case, and it's weird. I don't think we are alone. Like it can be possible to be only us.
But should we bid 60, 70 million for a player that only has 1 year left on his contract and there aren't many clubs that are interested in him?
I think we will maybe like bid 60 years and wait. I think when days and weeks will pass, Inter Milan will say yes, like 60 and some bonus, like Hakimi.
Okay.
I think he really worth this money, even if he has like 1 year left in his contract. He really was a Serie A best defense center back for the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, but has he accepted
the idea of joining PSG?
Yeah.
Santi from Foot Mercato, he said he gave his green light, even if he said like the player wanted to stay in Inter, but he understand that his club has to sell. So he agreed to join, yes.
Okay.
And he's a priority for the club.
Yeah, and now let's move on how we will look at PSG. I mean, is he a, not a replacement, but someone that can play instead of Kimpembe? But the thing is, he's right-footed. How does it look? Where will he play? Will it be a three at the back? What will happen?
I read that Campos would be interested to implement a threat the back system for any coach that joins. So it would be like Kimpembe on the left, Marquinhos in the center, and Skriniar as a right-footed centre back,
Mm.
and with Nuno and Hakimi on the flanks. That's what I read. So it would be for three at the back. But if we keep playing a four at the back system and two centre backs, I don't see a Marquinhos or Kimpembe being okay with just being bench player, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know which one of them could leave. Like it's really difficult.
Of
I
who?
think the priority between Marquinhos and Kimpembe.
Leave PSG?
I think if
No,
the
I think
idea
Marquinhos
is,
will never leave. I don't think he will
I don't
leave
think
PSG.
Marquinhos will leave either. But like we read, Kimpembe is waiting to speak with the club to know his place in the
Yeah,
project. So yeah,
yeah, exactly. I mean, I heard he has linked with his links with Chelsea.
yes, I read the same thing. I don't know if it's like reliable 100%, but we know last summer also Chelsea wanted Marquinhos.
Yeah,
Tuchel wanted Marquinhos last summer, and now apparently want Kimpembe. We will see.
yeah. And I mean, it even sounds logical for Chelsea. They just lost Alonso, Azpilicueta, Christensen, and Rudiger. So they
Yes,
have to
it's
buy new centre backs, and Kunde is not enough on his own.
yes. I think we get Kunde because it seems like Kunde only wants a Premier League move, and Chelsea seems like the most interested in him.
Yeah.
So, like you said, they still need to add another centre back. So, yes, maybe we'll make a move for Kimpembe. Let's see.
I mean, if we can, because Kimpembe is also like 27. He's the same age as
Yes,
Skriniar. So if we
yes,
could sell Kimpembe for the same price as we get Skriniar, that's a huge step. Because
that's a huge boost in maybe quality. Even
yeah,
if Kimpembe has great quality on his days, but he's not like really consistent.
yeah,
But it would be a bit sad to see a youngster leave. You know, like Kimpembe joined as a kid, and make all his grades here. You know, so
yeah,
it would be a bit sad.
yeah. I mean, yes, it's sad because he's a Parisian and everything, but I think that should be an alarm for PSG to say throughout all these years, the only PSG player from the academy that has started in the lineup is Kimpembe, and before it was Rabiot. Apart from
True.
that, no one. And we should now try to sell Kimpembe because he isn't, I would say, PSG starting quality. He can be a backup, but I don't think he wants to be a backup. And we should just use more of our youngsters. I think that Bichiabo, for example, he would have at his if he was 27, he would be better than Kimpembe
Maybe.
with the potential he
The,
has. Yeah, exactly.
you know,
Maybe we
like
don't know, but
yes, El Shaddai has a decade ahead of him. You know, before being
yeah,
27.
yeah, yeah. Nah, and
But
he's a big guy as well.
we have a lot of centre back. Diallo, Kerrer. We have to sell.
Yeah,
Some of them
and
has to go.
that's Antero Enrique's job, right?
Exactly. Yes. His job
Mm,
is to help sell players.
yeah, and I think extend the women's contracts because a lot
Yes,
of them
I
are
read the
running
same
out of the
thing.
contract.
I read he has like several interviews, meeting with striker Marie-Antoinette Katoto. and several other players, yes, in the women's section.
Hmm. Uh, Second player we can talk about, maybe. I mean, there aren't that many links, but Lewandowski to PSG. It is said
Yes,
Campos wants
yesterday.
him.
Uh, I don't think it's a very reliable story, I'd say. Like the journalist from L'Equipe who released this paper yesterday is someone reliable, but I don't know why I don't think it's true. Like I don't see why we would be on Lewandowski.
Yeah. The thing is, even though PSG are after him, I don't think that Lewandowski would want to join PSG because
Yes,
I
he
think
wants
that he
Barca.
wants, yeah, he wants to be a main man. And at Barca, he will definitely be the main man. But at PSG, he won't be the main man. We have Kylian Mbappe, we have Neymar Jr., and even Lionel Messi.
Yes, I think he wants to be the main man, so he wouldn't be. And like he's 34. Yes, 34.
Yeah,
So family life is really important at this age, and his wife and his children, I think, would prefer to be on the Catalonia weather, to be in
yeah,
Barcelona. It would be a great end of career, I would say.
yeah, yeah.
So I
Uh,
definitely understand why he is a priority for Barca, and his priority is to join Barca.
exactly, exactly. Uh, Paul Pogba.
I think it's totally off. I think he will join Juventus. Like Matteo Moreto just said a few minutes ago, he said nothing will change. Like the plan for Pogba is to sign with Juventus in the coming days, and there won't be any change of plans.
Yeah, but was the news true about when all the Zidane stuff came up that Pogba maybe would join PSG, or is that just rumors from the media because it had some logic in it?
The the reports was like Pogba will wait to see if Zidane will sign to discuss with the club. Like
Yeah,
Pogba was planning to wait a few days more, not like he will sign if Zidane joins. It wasn't direct as you said. I don't think it's true. I don't think Pogba is waiting to see who will be the next manager. I think he already gave his word to Juventus, to Allegri, and
yeah.
a return to Italy is what really please him at the moment. That's what he wants.
Okay. Is there some player I've missed that we're linked to?
Seko Fofana from Lens.
Yeah, him and Lovro Meyer, but I think
Yes, I think it will be
that's the
more
thing.
like
I mean,
he isn't
yeah,
a starter. I think it would be better as a backup plan if we
yeah,
sign several quality midfielders. But no other name, I think, in the last days. Yes, Gianluca Scamacca from Sassuolo, the striker,
yeah,
the young striker. I think it's interesting, It would be a pretty interesting move, even if I'm not really convinced 100% about his profile, his style. Mm, yes, I think that's all in the last days. Skriniar, Zidane, Pogba, Di Maria
yeah.
will likely say yes to Barca. If Barcelona can't keep Kimpembe and can't try for Rafinha from Leeds. Mm, yes, from the last days, that's it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, PSG are pretty much prioritizing the stuff correctly.
Yes,
They wanted to complete the Mbappe extension as soon as possible. They wanted to complete Luis Campos. Now they are on the third step, the new
yes,
manager, and they won't sign a player until they have gotten a new manager, which is actually a good thing.
yes,
Which
it's
is
a good
actually a
thing.
good thing.
I think yes, Campos is waiting like for sure he's advancing on some targets, but he's really waiting to be 100% sure who will be the next coach to like finalize one target or another.
Yeah. Ismail Gharbi. I haven't heard any news, but will he extend or won't he?
It's difficult. Yes, no, there wasn't any news in recent weeks.
Yeah.
He's on vacation, so I don't know. It's really blurry for him at the moment.
Yeah. All right. So I think we've pretty much gone through all the rumors and so on. I mean, what else is there? Is there a question you have for me or something you want us to discuss about PSG right now?
Um, no, I don't have any other subjects. Mm, Xavi Simons, maybe like in the last days, weeks, we heard a lot that he's close to stay, to extend. The other than him, I don't know. Important case like maybe Warren Zaire-Emery, who
Yeah.
will turn 17 soon. We should definitely push and give our all to keep him and make him sign his first contract. I think we will succeed. And
Yeah.
yes, I think from the academy, that's the most important. We should keep him. We have to keep him. We can't let him go.
Yeah. No. 100%. 100%. Um. I mean, how long would you say you have been a PSG fan? Like, what was that first game that you watched and became a PSG fan?
I remember the first shirt, the first jersey I got. It was in 2006. So yes, I was like 6 years old, and I remember the sponsor on the front of the shirt. It was Thompson. I think it's a TV brand.
Okay.
So it was ages ago.
So I mean, you were 6 year old, so it's very hard to call someone a football fan. But would you say from that point you were a PSG fan?
I think yes, from the time I got my first shirt, yes.
And who is your favorite PSG player of all time that you have watched?
Verratti.
Verratti.
Verratti, yes, he is impressive to watch on the TV and to be on the in the stadium. He is incredible. I had the chance to watch Neymar, also Mbappe, Marquinhos, but Verratti is incredible.
Yeah. Nah, Verratti. If you look at consistency on, like, Verratti can go the whole season with every game being a good game.
True.
Like, doesn't have bad
Just
games.
yes, he's very rare, but
Injuries.
injuries. But this past season, it was okay. He wasn't injured
Yeah.
a lot, I think, if I'm not wrong. His
Yeah.
session
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
pretty consistent. So hopefully it will get better this coming season. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
same for
He
Neymar.
just.
I hope he will get an injury-free season.
Yeah. I mean, we have been wishing for that ever since he came, and he hasn't gotten that.
It's yes, it's a bit sad. And no, it's he deserves one. He deserves to be injury-free for 12 months.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people are excited about Lionel Messi under new coach at PSG, but I'm mostly excited for Neymar because Neymar under Pochettino was the worst Neymar I have ever seen. And
Yes,
now I hope that either Zidane or Galtier or who comes in just says, all right, Neymar, on his day, he's the best player in the world.
exactly.
Because we remember last season against Bayern, what he did was illegal. It was illegal.
Yes.
And if
Hopefully we'll get he isn't really a winger anymore. He should be played on in the center. as
Yeah,
a 10, like Tuchel did in
exactly.
18-19 season. He really was a complete player back then, so he should take this place again and find his consistency, goals, assists, like he did in the last 2-3 months. He was really good.
Yeah, like one of the best attackers in Europe ever since he came back from his
Exactly.
injury.
True.
In those two Champions League games, just came back from injury, got 2 assists.
Yes.
He
And
he just changes so much when he plays.
he scored like 12 goals, I think, in past 4 months. So he really was very good.
Yeah, and one thing with Neymar is in League N, he should maybe not dribble as much because they are really physical and aggressive in League N. But in the Champions League, he can still do that because we saw it against Bayern last season. We saw it even against Real this season and 2 seasons ago. But in the Champions League, it's not as aggressive and physical.
True. I think but I don't think he really is he wants to play like himself. He wants to do what he wants every game.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's saying in his head like, okay, today I will dribbles less and play quick more. I don't think he thinks that way. He do what he
But
wants.
but I mean, we have seen him. He dribbles less now.
True. He play quicker.
Yeah, because he's scared of those injuries. I mean, he has gotten so many injuries where Ligue 1 player just kick the shit out of him. They get no
Yes,
card for it, and then he's
that's
out for
crazy.
3 to 4 months.
They get no card, but if Verratti is speaking a bit too light, he get a yellow card.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't know. I'm just excited for this upcoming season because
Same.
as we always say, pretty much this will be PSG season. We will win the Champions League. We always say that, and we will always say that until we win that
Yes,
trophy.
we have to. We have to have hope.
Yeah.
We can be loser at the beginning of the season. We are only loser in March or May.
Yeah. Um.
So we have to have hopes.
Yeah. But to end this, I'm gonna ask you one last question, and that is name from the names surrounding now. Name yet again 3 players that will most probably join Paris Saint-Germain.
Skriniar, Dembele,
Dembele.
and I
Okay,
still
okay.
think maybe there is possibility. Dembele, yes. So Skriniar, Dembele, and I think an unknown name, like maybe someone we haven't heard at all. But I wouldn't be able to say. I think Campos is working, and I think we'll have some surprise, some names we haven't seen yet, and I don't know why. I feel like we'll get someone from Argentina. I don't know why, like a youngster from maybe like River Plate or like this kind of players. I don't know
Hmm?
why, but I feel something like this,
Like Lo Celso.
like we did with Lo Celso. Yes, exactly.
That would
I
that
don't know
would
why,
be
but I
interesting.
feel like we'll do some deal like that.
That would be interesting. I mean, most sources have always stated this unfiltered named, unnamed name. Who is this? We don't know, but we will see.
That's a surprise.
But yeah, but PSGHUB, yeah, again, wonderful to have you here in the channel.
Thank you.
And hopefully more in the future. And as
For sure,
usual,
yes.
to everyone who has watched, make sure to have a nice day. And as usual,
Have a
à la
nice day.
Paris.
It was a